College Square Mall is a bit of an odd one, as it remains open, and it even has Von Maur, yet there's very little in the way of tenants here. Aside from Ashley Home Store, Von Maur, the movie theater, and a handful of restaurants, there really aren't a lot of places to pick from. Come along, you'll see. Yet another mall developed by General Growth Properties. Construction would begin on the College Square Shopping Center in 1968, and it would officially open on November 12, 1969 with Yonkers, Woolco, and Montgomery Ward. On opening day, you could expect inlines like Baskin-Robbins, Toy Fair, Walgreens, Joann, Gill's Value Center, Neil's Shoes, Singer Merchandise, Country Cobbler, Maurice's, and so much more. College Square Mall, like many others during this time, would be sold and turned over to the Rouse Company in 1980. At first, this sale was halted by a lawsuit, but this was settled out of court and the sale proceeded. In 1984, Walmart would replace Woolco, and more notable stores would start to move in, including Musicland. In 1985, Montgomery Ward would close their doors for the last time due to declining sales. Yonkers saw an opportunity and opted to relocate and replace Montgomery Ward, as the Ward space was much larger than the old Yonkers space, and this would lead to Von Maur taking over the old Yonkers space in 1987. And around this time, the College Square Mall itself would undergo a renovation alongside Von Maur's overhaul. Things also seemed to be looking up as Scheels moved in 1999. Walmart would later depart the mall in 2003, just a year before the company GK Development bought the mall in 2004, and they would manage to attract a Hy-Vee grocery store to replace the Walmart space in 2006. Though, how good was this for the mall really? There isn't a mall entrance for the store as far as I can tell. Though GK would put investment into the mall in the form of another renovation, which would bring it in line with the look that we have today. Unfortunately, as the economy waned and declined over the 2010s, the mall would decline as well, with inlines moving away and made worse by the relocation of Scheels away from the mall in 2013. Sure, things were still moving in like Planet Fitness, but things were leaving faster than they were coming in. And the worst part of all of 2013, the mall was sold to Namdar Realty Group. Someone recently wrote an article on Namdar, and it turns out their operations are shadier than we thought. Look the article up. While the interior is practically barren with only Bath & Body Works, a couple local outfits, and a scattering of restaurants, the anchor situation is kind of better. Ashley Home Store would be replaced the shuttered Yonkers in 2021, though I was unable to confirm whether or not the store is still open. The cinema on the southwest end of the mall did close in May 2024, presumably due to the fallout of 2020. Iowa is awash with places like this too, though this particular mall is a fair bit deader than most others. In fact, its nearest competitor, the Crossroads Mall, which we have covered in the past and is also owned by Namdar, is the only one I can think of that's deader than this mall in Iowa. Because for all its faults, College Square Mall still has anchors. I can't say that for Crossroads. And since both are Namdar malls, the future remains unclear for these places. What's the plan? Is there even a plan? You can't operate a mall this dead forever. Even the Forest Fair Mall met its demise. A shame to see it this dead, too. I'm still not a fan of the warehouse ceiling that pokes through, but that's the only complaint I really have about the overall look. And that water feature. Now, while this mall is severely lacking in stores, you at least have somewhere to eat. A few somewheres, actually. Makes me wonder about cutting this mall down into a food hall. But that's up to whoever is willing to get a hold of this mall and what ideas they have. And I have to assume that demolition is inevitable as soon as Namdar drops this mall. Until next time, Waterloo, this is Doomie Grunt wishing you and the College Square Mall farewell and good luck. You're gonna need it.